Good morning, guys. Happy Monday, September the 19th. I wanted to hop on here because while I do feel your frustration about purchasing the book and the process of purchasing the book, um, well, this is specifically for your Pearson courses. Now, as far as completing the registration process, I know a lot of you guys is like, I just want to buy the book. You still have to buy access to get into the course. So this is just me starting off with the prompts. You do not go to Pearson from a web browser. You go to Pearson by clicking any of these links. One thing to note that if there's a due date on these assignments and that due date has passed, you will lose points. Okay. So even though you are completing the assignment, because it is turned in late, that's just the parameters that I set in place. It will be late, you will lose points, but there will be other opportunities for you to gain those points back. However, you're going to make sure you enter Pearson only from these links that are provided in your course. Do not enter Pearson from the web browser unless you have registered before. But either way, you still need to come into the links. So once you do that, I'm just going to click all the prompts because the goal is that you have to be able to register. Good morning. Now what will happen is that you will sign in. And then you will register for your course. Okay, you will either select an option to obtain an access code or pay. Okay, the school does require that you now pay for your access codes in your books, but ideally, generally I stop here because that's where I believe it kind of takes me onto the instructor side. But let's click on that link and see where it does. Okay, I don't have an access code, so now I need to go back and I need to purchase the book. Okay, most of you have gotten temporary access without payment for 14 days. That is fine, but just know that you do have to go back and purchase the book. So again, I don't need this because it tells me that we're not able to complete registration because obviously I went ahead and registered. However, if you are having any difficulties, please get in contact with Pearson. What you can't complete in Pearson, unfortunately, I cannot answer that question. Blackboard can't answer that question, and IT can't answer that question. If there is any issues or discrepancy within Pearson, that is a Pearson question. Okay, so I just figured I help you guys out. Make sure you continue to email me. I will do my best to stay on top of monitoring Pearson, but just be mindful the temporary access is temporary. One thing that I have stated before is that the access will be charged and placed on your tuition bill. It will be placed on the back end of your tuition. You do not have to pay for it up front. You do need to register for the course, okay? But also little tips that are easily helpful to you. Make sure that you clear your web browser. Sometimes I've had that happen where nothing will want to go through, so I've had to clear my web browser. You have to use a particular, right now I believe this is Google Chrome. Certain web browsers won't work. I believe it won't work under Internet Explorer, but this is Google Chrome. So those are just tips and tricks that I find to be helpful in operating through Pearson. If you have any questions, just let me know.